guys, this is Sam
and Justin
at the Survival Review. I sprained my ankle today, and we're gonna review Skyfall.
Yeah, we're also gonna do a spoiler video where we talk about all the spoilers and stuff.
This video is gonna be 100 or maybe 98% spoiler free.
Yes, and then we'll have the spoiler video.
Yeah, and then we'll have a spoiler video for all you guys who have seen the movie and just want to talk about it. We can discuss things in the comments, and Justin tends not to look at the comments too much, but I will.
You do that. And so, on with the movie.
On with the movie. The plot, just the very beginning of the movie, which is awesome. It starts out with...
Still saying, yeah, we can say this. I think the trailers give it away.
Yeah, the trailers do give this away. James Bond dies.
And then the movie ends and we go
obviously, he doesn't die.
That's what my cousins, they just like... He's dead. I'm like, we still have 2 hours left. I don't think he's dead yet.
But what he was doing there, should we say? What he was doing on the mission?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That mission for him was trying to get a list of MI6 agents that was being stolen. And if this was given away, this could be extremely dangerous for the British Secret Service or whatever they call it. And whatever, I don't care. They call it multiple things.
Okay.
And yeah, that's basically the gist. This guy gets away with it and all this crazy, crazy stuff.
And then slowly, like M and MI6 are slowly getting attacked. By this like almost cyber terrorist.
Who is awesome.
Yeah, and then Bond kind of has to stop him and try to save M because the guy's going after M.
Yeah. And
that's the basic thing we can say without giving away too much.
Yeah. Couple other things to mention. I have been told that Q looks like me. Justin's relatives are just calling him Sam at this point. Yeah. I don't think he looks that much like me, but
too much, but I started to notice.
If they think it looks like me, then I'm not gonna.
Then hire him as Q for the next movie.
Hire me for Q. I don't mind. I'll be Q.
He's tall enough.
Yeah, I'm tall.
So it'll work.
I know a little about computers. Not really.
And Rubik's cubes.
Yeah, Rubik's cubes.
There's a scene in the movie where like they're trying to like hack this thing, and he's like, it's like solving a Rubik's Cube that's trying to attack you. We're just like, there you go, Sam.
and I nudged him in the theater. I'm like, I could do that. But another thing to mention is the villain in this movie, Silver, as they call him. I don't know if that's his actual name. I can't remember his actual name. But they call him Silver, and he is incredible.
Awesome.
He is incredible. I've told Justin this story. I remember... when the movie No Country for Old Men came out. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that movie. It's a fantastic movie. I'm a huge fan of the Coen brothers. So I watched that movie. I was very hyped about it. Watched that. I walk out and my grandma... I saw it with my grandma. It's a screwed up movie to watch with your grandma, but I did. And I saw that with my grandma, and I remember walking out of the theater and saying, that guy, the villain, I can't remember the actor's name, but the Hispanic guy, he would make an awesome Bond villain. Little did I know, several years later, he made an incredible Bond villain. I've been hearing people compare his performance to Heath Ledger in Dark Knight.
It is pretty similar.
Yeah, like just the craziness.
And he's just kind of like goofing around and having fun with it. Yeah. And so it does. Yeah. And
so fantastic performances from him, and of course from Daniel Craig, who's always good as Bond.
Yeah, his Bond in this movie is a little not as dark and gritty as Casino Royale.
Yeah. But still very enjoyable.
It's because he's been through a little bit more, because it takes place like 6 or so years after Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. So he's much more kind of like relaxed and a little more Sean Connery-ish. Yeah. Which really kind of like boosts him up. I don't know if he might be my favorite Bond now, because this one really kind of shows
heck no. He will never be Sean Connery.
He's almost. He's gotten up, even though he was already my second favorite, he's gotten up like...
He still is my second favorite.
Even though he's gotten up a little bit more to where he's like directly near, because like this kind of shows that he's really good at doing that.
I don't think he'll ever beat Sean Connery.
He's almost, I say. And this movie really shows that he's really good at doing all that like kind of stuff. Like he can do the kinds of suaveness. Because like Casino Royale and Quantum, he did some of that, but he was mostly dark and brooding a lot of the time.
To be honest, I've only seen 4 different Bond movies, or 4 different actors play Bond. I've only seen Sean Connery, who is incredible, Daniel Craig, who is fantastic, Roger Moore, I don't like him, and Pierce Brosnan, who is, I don't like him.
It's practically everyone besides George Lazenby and Timothy Dalton. George Lazenby.
Which one was Timothy Dalton in? Which ones?
Living Daylights and License to Kill.
I have not seen either of those. And which one was the other guy?
George Lazenby on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Okay, so he was only in one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you want to go unofficial, you got Barry Nelson in the TV special, but we won't get to that.
No, we're not gonna get into that. But
that's for our Shining review.
Yeah.
but yeah, out of this, like really, I think really shows that Daniel Craig's a great Bond.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, Justin's still iffy about this. I prefer this movie to Casino Royale.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I love both.
I love Casino Royale. Don't get me wrong.
As you can tell from my review, I love Casino Royale.
I haven't watched it yet.
That's okay. But you've probably heard me say it anyway. But to me, as of right now, they're like right next to each other. I don't know. I can't really choose. I'm going to be rewatching it just to kind of make sure, to make like a final decision. But like,
have you seen No Country for Old Men?
No.
Watch it.
I will. And but it's right up there because like it's so like well done.
Yeah, it's fantastic. If you don't know, the director Sam Mendes also directed American Beauty. He's just an incredible director. Strange, different, like very different movies, but both incredible in their own right. And I've just got to say that I love Skyfall. Yeah, I truly do.
This movie is 2 hours and like 20-something minutes.
It's a pretty long movie, but there is not a like. I felt like maybe it was like an hour and a half long movie. Because it just keeps you the entire time like, yeah!
It's only like a minute. I heard something like a minute like shorter than Casino Royale. But Casino Royale, as much as I love it, you do feel that it's a long movie.
Yeah, you do feel that it's a long movie.
Casino Royale, you can tell, you're just like,
in that movie, you never get like, oh, this is boring. No, that movie is also like, but this...
You're still like, yeah, this is
You still feel the length of it. This one, there's a lot of action. Yeah. And there's a lot of really good stuff.
And it doesn't feel like, it didn't have that kind of like, every Bond movie has that kind of like slow pace to it at some points. I really did not get, besides Quantum, because that was only like an hour and 40 minutes, but this one didn't, because it all just really flowed well.
Yeah, this was
and
just altogether awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of like plot similarities to Dark Knight. There are, which we'll expand upon more in a spoiler video. But there are a lot of like kind of stuff like that, which I didn't really care, but it was just kind of, I didn't think of stuff like that. That plot is actually kind of similar.
Yeah.
But a great performance is Judi Dench as M.
Yeah.
She's actually one of the main focuses of the story.
Yes,
and
she is. Again, expanded upon in our spoiler video, which I highly suggest. Don't watch our spoiler video until you see the movie. I don't want anything to get ruined for any of you guys. I knew nothing about the plot of this movie. I actually
got a little bit of it spoiled for me, but most of it was kind of speculated, so I wasn't completely sure. But kind of the same with Dark Knight Rises, where when it happened, I kind of be like, oh, they are doing that. Not like, really, or not like, whatever. I was kind of like, oh, okay, they are. But this,
all in all,
this movie had I had so much momentum going, by the end, because of the scenes at the end. I just I remember just just shaking because I was just in love with this movie at the end, and the ending is actually really intense too.
Oh yeah,
the ending scene, some people complain that the third act isn't a big action scene like all the other Bond movies are.
See, I loved it. It was like,
oh yeah,
I compare it to like a badass Home Alone.
Yeah, it is.
It's. You'll understand what I mean once you see the movie if you haven't seen it yet. But
a lot of people the ending is still really action packed. But it's not like a giant one. They're not like Casino Royale where they're fighting in a building that's collapsing into the water. It's not like that. But it really works with the story.
Absolutely.
I mean, if they had a big, giant action scene, it wouldn't really feel right with this type of story. It makes sense with what they were going for in the story.
So all in all,
out of 10.
Your rating out of 10. I think you might be able to guess what both of ours are going to be. He hasn't told me, but I know what it's going to be. I'm 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It has to be.
That's to be expected from us. I'm not like a ridiculously diehard James Bond fan. I own most of the movies on VHS, but that's only thanks to him. And I haven't seen most of them yet. But
as a Bond fan, I've seen them all, but I don't remember a lot of them. A lot of them I saw years ago, but I know I have seen them all at some point.
Heck, he even owns the fairly rare VHS tape of the Casino Royale
TV special
from the 50s.
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
which is in my possession right now, but.
So yeah, I'm a big Bond fan. I say this is one of the top 5 best Bond movies.
I would say so, but that's probably because I've only seen like 5.
But it's surprising because I have to admit I didn't expect them to actually be able to top or be as good as Casino Royale. I mean, I didn't ever expect them to be bad. I didn't expect them to be like Quantum of Solace, but I expected them to not. I'm like they can't reach that. So this is my problem is, how are they gonna beat this? We'll have to see in 2 years.
Oh god.
When Bond 24 comes out, which has already been confirmed. They're already working on it. So
Bond 24.
Yeah. It's just a code name.
Well, yeah.
Because there's already 20.
It's the 24th Bond movie?
Yes. Because Skyfall's the 23rd.
That's cool.
Not counting,
I didn't know the number.
Not counting the 52 special, the Casino Royale spoof, and the Never Say Never Again unofficial Bond movie.
Okay.
But a great 50th anniversary film. Because this year is the 50th anniversary of Dr. No.
That's pretty sweet.
Much better than what they did for the 40th anniversary film. A little movie called Die Another Day. Which is, in my opinion, probably the worst Bond movie ever made. Because...
Is that a Pierce Brosnan?
Yes, it was Pierce Brosnan's last one. And that one, they were really trying to make it an anniversary film by like throwing in all of these references. That just kind of felt like, This one has references. But it's done in like a subtle way. Yeah, there's a scene in Die Another Day where they're going through Q's like lab. There's all these old Bond gadgets and stuff.
Like, you like Bond? Let's shove it down your throat.
That's what it is almost like. And not only that, the movie is just terribly plotted. And just as a movie, it's just terrible. But this is a great 50th anniversary celebration.
Absolutely. But we're getting off track, so we should probably end this video now.
Okay.
All right. So thanks for watching the video, you guys. This is Sam
and Justin.
And you might have forgotten, I sprained my ankle, and I'll see you guys later.
And just to say, happy birthday, Bond.
Happy birthday, Bond.
Great birthday.
Yeah.